Shanti. This is the Sakar Murli of 1 of January 2024. Essence, sweet children, you are Raj rishis. You have to make effort to attain a kingdom. And together with that, you also definitely have to imbibe divine virtues. Question: what effort do you have to make in order to become an elevated human being? To what do you need to pay a lot of attention? Answer: if you want to become an elevated human being, never sulk with your study. Fighting and quarreling have no connection with studying. Those who study will become lords. Therefore, you should always be concerned about your progress. You need to pay a lot of attention to your behavior. You have to become like deities, and so your behavior has to be royal. You have to become very sweet. Let only words that everyone finds sweet and that don't cause sorrow for anyone emerge from your lips. Om Shanti. The Father explains to you, sweetest spiritual children, and asks you, where are your intellects focused? The intellects of human beings wander, sometimes to one place, sometimes to somewhere else. The Father explains, your intellects should stop wandering. Focus your intellects on one thing. Only remember the unlimited Father. You spiritual children know that the whole world is now Tamo Pradhan. Souls were Sato Pradhan according to the efforts they had made and have now become Tamo Pradhan. The Father says you have to become Sato Pradhan. Therefore, connect your intellects to the Father. You now have to return home. No one else knows that they have to return home. No one else would receive the direction. Children, remember me, your Father. The Father explains such easy things to you. Simply remember the Father and your sins will be absolved. No one else can explain in this way. Only the Father explains this. The one whom He has entered also hears Him. The Father gives the best directions for becoming pure from impure and for following those directions. Baba said, children, you were Sato Pradhan and you now have to become that again. You belong to the original eternal deity religion. You then took 84 births and have now become like cells. You were like diamonds and you have to become like that once again. Baba tells you something very simple. Consider yourselves to be souls. Souls now have to go back home. Bodies will not go back. You have to go back with the Father in happiness. Only by following the Srimad that the Father gives you will you become elevated. Pure souls will go to the incorporeal world, and then when they return, they will adopt new bodies. You have this faith. Therefore, you should just have this one concern. You also have to imbibe divine virtues so that there will be a lot of benefit. Students who study very well claim a high status. This too is a study. You study in the same way every cycle. The Father also teaches you in the same way every cycle. The time that passes is said to be the drama. The acts of the Father and the children continue according to the drama. The Father gives you accurate advice. Children say, Baba, we repeatedly forget you. Those are storms of Maya. Maya extinguishes your lights. The Father is also called the flame. He is called the Almighty Authority too. He tells you the essence of all the Vedas and scriptures. He is knowledgeful and explains to you the secrets of the beginning, middle, and end of the world. Father Brahma says, I too explain to you, children. The father would say, I explain to you, children, and Brahma is also included in this. There is no need to be confused about this. This is very easy Raj Yoga. You are Raj Rishis. Pure souls are called Rishis. There cannot be any Rishis like you. You souls, not you bodies, are called Rishis. You souls are Rishis, Raj Rishis. Where do you claim your kingdom from? From the Father. So you children should be so happy. We are claiming our fortune of the kingdom from Shiv Baba. The Father has reminded you, you were the masters of the world, and you then continued to come down while taking rebirth. There are the images of the deities. People think that a light merged into the light. The Father has explained to you, not a single human being merges into the light. No one can attain liberation or liberation in life. So, throughout the whole day, you children should have these thoughts inside you. The more you stay in remembrance, the more happiness you will experience. Look who is teaching you. They even call Krishna Lord Krishna. God would not be called Lord. He is the only God. He is only God. He is only called God, the Father. He is Heavenly God, the Father. It touches your hearts that He is Heavenly God, the Father, who is establishing the deity kingdom. There were no other religions in the golden age. There are the images of these deities. They are called the original eternal deities. They were the masters of the world. They are called golden aged and you are confluence aged. You know that Baba is making you righteous. You continue to become righteous. Those who are vicious are called unrighteous. Unrighteous means not a single step is right. Those deities are pure. They are sown with the light of purity. They descend from Sivalaya and come into this brothel. Those who are new here cannot understand these things until you give them the Father's introduction very clearly, that He is Heavenly God, the Father. There are pairs of words, heaven and hell, happiness and sorrow, heaven and hell. You know that there was happiness in Bharat and that there is now sorrow. The Father comes and gives you happiness. This time of sorrow is now to end. The Father brings the gift of happiness for you children. He gives happiness to everyone, and this is why everyone pays to Him. Even sannyasis etc. do tapasya. They too definitely have one desire or another. There are no such things in the golden age. There is no one of any other religion there. You are now making effort to go to the new world. You know that that is a land of happiness. The other is a land of peace. And this is a land of sorrow. You are now at the confluence age. You are making effort to become elevated human beings. You have to make effort very well. You must never sulk with the study. If you don't get on with someone, you mustn't stop studying. Fighting and quarreling have no connection with studying. Those who study will become lords. If you fight and quarrel, how would you become lords? When you do that, your behavior becomes tamo pradhan. Each one of you has to be concerned about your own progress. The Father says, O souls, remember the Father and your sins will be absolved, and you will also imbibe divine virtues. If you want to become like Lakshmi or Narayan, understand that it was the Father who made them become like that. The Father says you were the ones who ruled that kingdom. You are the ones who now have to become like them again. The Father teaches you Raj Yoga at the confluence age. You become this every cycle. It isn't that the iron age will continue all the time. After the iron age, there is the golden age. This cycle definitely continues to turn. There were few people in the golden age, and so there will now definitely have to be few people again. These matters are easy to understand. Baba is telling you the story of the past. It is a short story. In fact, it is long, but it is a short to understand. There is the secret of 84 births. Previously, you too did not know this. You now understand that you are studying. This is the study of the confluence age. The drama has now been around the cycle. It will then begin again with the golden age. This old world has to change. This iron aged forest will end, and there will then be the golden aged garden of flowers. Those who have divine virtues are said to be flowers. Those who have devilish traits are said to be thorns. You have to check to see that there are no defects in you. We are now becoming worthy of becoming deities, and so we definitely have to imbibe divine virtues. The Father comes as the Father, Teacher, and Sadguru, and so you definitely have to reform your character. People say everyone's character is spoiled. However, they also don't know what a good character is. You can explain that the character of those deities was good. They never caused anyone sorrow. When someone's behavior is good, they say that one is like a goddess. Her words are so sweet. The Father says, I am making you into deities, and so you have to become very sweet. Divine virtues have to be imbibed. Whatever someone is, he would make you the same. All of you have to become teachers. The children of the teacher are teachers. You are the Pandava army. The duty of guides is to show everyone the path. Divine virtues have to be imbibed, and you also have to live at home with your families. You can do service at home too. Those who come to you can be taught. There are many who open a Gita Pathsala at their place and continue to serve many. It isn't that you have to come and sit here. This is very easy for Kumaris. You can tour around for a couple of months and then return home. You don't have to renounce your homes and families. When your family calls you, you are not forbidden to go there. There is no question of any loss or weakness in this. In fact, there would be greater enthusiasm. I too have now become clever. I will make the members of my family the same as myself and bring them with me. There are many who live at home and do service and become very clever. The Father explains the main thing. Consider yourselves to be souls and remember me, your Father. You have to benefit yourselves. Those who live at home can make even better progress than those who live here. You are never forbidden to go home. You also have to benefit them. Those who have developed the habit of benefiting others cannot stay without doing service. If you have good knowledge and yoga, no one can be disrespectful to you. If there isn't yoga, Maya slaps you. So you definitely have to live at home and become as pure as a lotus. Baba gives you freedom. You may also live at home. How could everyone come and stay here? However, many people come here that many buildings have to be built for them. Whatever happened in the previous cycle will continue to repeat. The number of children will also continue to grow. Nothing is going to happen if it is not in the drama. All the wars that take place and all the people that die are fixed in the drama. Whatever has become the past will repeat. Whatever I have explained to you every cycle, I will explain the same things now. No matter what people think, I will play the same part that is fixed for me. There cannot be any less or any more in the drama. Those who studied in the previous cycle are the ones who will study again. You continue to have visions of everyone's activities as to how much everyone is studying and what status they will claim. If someone is doing good service and suddenly has an accident, he will go and take birth in a good home. He will remain very happy. To the extent that he has given happiness to others, accordingly he will also continue to receive that much happiness. This income is never lost. Where there is victory, there will be birth in the golden age. If you have given happiness to many, you will receive a golden spoon in the mouth. If there is less than that, it will be silver. If less than that, then copper. You understand, do you not, how much yoga you have? There will be kings, queens, and subjects. All have to be created. If you don't study well, if you don't imbibe divine virtues, your status will be reduced. Your good and bad actions will definitely appear in front of you. Each of you souls know to what extent you do service and what status you would receive if you were to leave your body now. You are now studying and reforming yourselves. Some still get spoiled, and so it is said it is not in their fortune. Baba is making you so elevated. No one should go empty-handed from the home of the Lord. The Lord is now personally in front of you. Even if you speak a few words of knowledge to someone, that one will definitely become part of the subjects. Those of the deity religion continue to come even now. However, because they are now impure, they call themselves Hindus. You have this knowledge in your intellects just as Baba has. The Father is the ocean of knowledge. He tells you how the history and geography repeat. Teachers know from how much the students are studying, with how many marks they will pass. Each one of you also knows this for yourself. Some are weak in divine virtues, some are weak in yoga, and some are weak in knowledge. Because of being weak, they fail. It isn't that if you are weak in something today, you can't become strong in that tomorrow. You can continue to gallop. If you yourself feel that you will fail in every subject, that so and so is cleverer than you can therefore study and become clever. If you have body consciousness, what would you be able to study? Make it very firm. I am a soul. The Father has reminded you. The Father says, remember me and your sins will be absolved. You will then also be able to imbibe divine virtues. Check your pulse as to what extent you have become worthy. You are now receiving the knowledge of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the world. No one apart from the Father can teach you the knowledge of Raj Yoga. Children, continue to study this. Some children ask, how many Brahmins are there in our clan? How can we tell? They continue to come and go. New ones will now continue to emerge. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children say namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for dharana, number 1, make your character divine. Imbibe divine virtues and benefit yourself and everyone else. Give everyone happiness. Let me read it again. Make your character divine. Imbibe divine virtues and benefit yourself and everyone else. Give everyone happiness. Second, in order to become Satu Pradhan, connect your intellect to the one Father. Don't allow your intellect to wander. Become a teacher, the same as the Father, and show everyone the path. Blessing, may you be an angelic from while you walk and move and enable others to experience rays of the 8 powers coming from you. When you place very expensive, flawless diamonds in front of a light, you can see various colors. In the same way, when your form becomes angelic, others will experience rays of the 8 powers coming from you as you walk and move. Some will receive a feeling of tolerance coming from you. Some will have a feeling of the power of decision making. Some will receive a feeling of one power and others of another power. Slogan: practical proof means someone whose every act inspires others. Slogan: practical proof means someone whose every act inspires others. Om Shanti. Special points for making effort in the Avyakt month January 2024. In this month of January, in order to specially experience silence and in order to become a double light angel, the same as Father Brahma, special points have been written at the end of each Murli to inspire you for your efforts. These points are also the Avyakt signals in the January newsletter. Let all Brahmin children especially pay attention each day to sit in solitude and experience Avyakt silence for at least 10 minutes. Then, throughout the day, stay in your double light angelic state and carry out your activities with signals and with your elevated thoughts. Make your service place a subtle reason. Now and then, meet among yourselves and have deep conversation based on these points and share your experiences. This double light stage of all of us and the experience of deep silence will become instrumental for God's revelation. With Avyakt silence, experience the double light angelic stage. The special power of the confluence age is the power of silence. By staying in silence, you will easily make your stage angelic and double light. There is no burden of anything in this stage. For this, while performing actions, exercise being stable in the incorporeal and angelic form every now and then. You saw Father Brahma in the corporeal form. He was constantly double light, and in his stage of silence, he took the children beyond a glance in a second. Follow the Father in this way, and you will easily become equal to the Father. Om Shanti.